Hello, my name is Sinisha. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, this is your one-stop spot for smooth covers, some original R&B tunes, book reviews, and wellness updates. All of that with a side of chill. So come vibe with me. I picked up The School for Good Mothers by Jessamine because it was on my local library's Lucky Day bookshelf. I was a brand new mom in a new place without an established community, and I was in the mood for what I thought would be some relatable fiction. I typically like abstract dystopian type novels, and this book just seemed like it might hit that mark. The main character is Frida. She is a first gen Asian American, single, newly divorced, and sleep deprived, freshly postpartum working mom to a baby who she absolutely loves. And she's just going through the most, as you can tell from that description. She's in a city away from her community, away from her culture, her family, and in over her head because of circumstances that changed once she got far enough along in her pregnancy and her postpartum journey. The title of this book is exactly what it's about. So, right at the beginning, readers are given the scenario. Frida ends up choosing to attend this school for good mothers, and it's nothing like she imagined it would be. This story is written so compellingly. I found myself rooting for Frida right from the beginning because I knew that all she needed was a little support emotionally, financially, physically. And I found myself really annoyed by all the other characters in this novel who seem to actively choose to neglect her to the point where we meet her in this novel. The plot kept me guessing until the last page, and just the fact that I was reading about all her efforts in this school really had an effect on me as an actual person, not a fictionalized character who was also freshly postpartum in a new space, navigating return to work and trying to not burn out from carrying everything plus my own expectations. So this book had me super grateful for my baby, my significant other, my long distance community, um, just all the supports that I had in place. At the very beginning of this novel, we meet Frida at work. She's telling us about her day while she's walking home from work. And we learn what her life is like, what her boss is like, how she's trying to survive her current life. And she's very clearly a multifaceted character with so much going on. And that's normal. But she arrives home and things take a turn from there. This book is worth checking out if you like to read stories that center first generation Asian American women, if you like dystopian novels, and if you enjoy stories about moving through tricky relationships or situationships. This story felt like it could and probably does happen in everyday real life in 2025. I'd suggest that freshly postpartum parents not read this novel. It is just way too compelling. As a new parent, typically there's just enough stress on your plate without adding Frida struggles to your mental load. Like, this novel is not a mental escape into some far fetched world. As I've said, the story feels like it does and could happen in the real world today. Like, it could be a biography. That being said, Jessamine Chen is such a strong writer. She told a story from a perspective that we typically do not get to hear. And I won't give too much away here, but I'm curious to know, have you read The School for Good Mothers by Jessamine Chen? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, I have a few more quick take book talks coming soon, and I'm working on a visual essay where I'll dive a bit deeper into each story. Until next time.